Lauren with Sweet Home Sewing. And in this video, we are going to quilt our little hot pad. I'm gonna paint y'all down. Excuse my floor, y'all. I have been sewing and I've got fabric all over the place. Okay, and y'all know who that is. So what I did was, so it's all lopsided, it's not square, it's whatever. But this is a piece of my drop cloth. I did starch it because it is a heavier material, so I sprayed a little bit of my Faultless on there and ironed it. And as you can see, it's bigger than my square, which is what I want. I don't want to cut it to the correct width, like cut it right along with this in case, like when I'm quilting, maybe it gets pushed over a little bit and then all the back shows. So I would rather, you don't have to be this big, but I like to cut it a little bigger than my square. That way when I'm quilting, I don't have to worry about it shifting or not. So that way if it shifts this way just a little bit, I still have room to cut off, and it's not right here to where if it shifts this way, then when I quilt it, I have missed all of this. I could spray. I have some, I need to get some, is it 404? I have some stuff in there, but I don't want to spray it in here because I don't want to get it on this, and it's just so messy. And you can pin this if you want. I got these great big quilting safety, well, if I can get one that aren't stuck together. I mean, you can pin this if you want to keep it in place. And I didn't do that to my other one. I just kind of quilted. But like if you wanted to do that, you could, just to make sure it don't move. But you know, so we're going to start here first and then go around. I am going to move my camera over here. Let me move all my stuff. And then that way y'all can kind of see what I'm doing. So hold on. Okay, let me turn my machine on. Okay, so all I'm going to be doing, y'all can see that, right? Yeah. Okay, is, let me do this way first. You can mark this. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, honestly. Get my foot pedal. It always gets pushed. And I just... I hate when that does that. Okay, and then I'll move it this way. And I can cut my threads here in a little while. No, I don't want to do that yet. Okay. And if you want to, always try to make sure that it's cutting up, because that bottom thread wants to fight me sometimes. And then you can just cut. Okay, then we're going to do this side. Just kind of make sure, like I said, I just eyeball it. Turn it, and then that's all we're gonna do is just kind of go in the middle of this. If you don't want to go in the middle, you don't have to. You can quilt it however you want, but this is how, and y'all can match your thread. I'm not matching my thread. It's what I have in here, and so this is what's getting used. So I can barely see with that foot. gonna go ahead and take these out since I've already got the middle. I mean, you can leave them in, but I'm gonna take them out. Okay. And then we're gonna go to this side. And that's all we're doing is just this must not have clipped. See, that's what I was worried about. I gotta turn it over real quick. I don't know why my machine is not wanting to clip these threads. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. I don't know why it's doing that. And then after you get done, then you can come back through here and trim all these off. Yeah. So that's all we're really doing. You can see where I messed up there from it messing up. Okay, I want to make sure it cuts. Okay. So now this one. You know, this doesn't have to be perfect, so remember that. Nobody's gonna be, it's just a little hot pad for your kitchen. No, it's just gonna be padding, you know, to protect the table, countertops, whatever. And you can actually do a cute little design in the middle of these if you wanted to. Like my machine does all these cute little designs, but I decided just to keep the straight. That's just me personally. But you could have fun with this, play around, do all that kind of stuff. I think that's easier than doing the little tie off. Okay, let me trim these since those are right there. And like I said, I'm just showing y'all how I did this, and y'all's may be completely, I mean, you may want to do yours completely different. Take a minute for me to go over. So this is just how I did mine, just a simple stitch, nothing fancy, and it worked for me. Like I said, y'all can use different thread. I just am using the same thread that I sewed, you know, the same color that I stitched with or pieced with. So I still haven't found fabric for the binding. I'll have to do that at some point today. At some point, this evening or tonight or tomorrow or something, I don't know. So this is the one that I wasn't taught with when it wasn't tight whenever I was sewing, but it's okay because it didn't move that much. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. I wasn't taught with that one either. So these are really like easy, simple little, I mean, you can give these as gifts. You can do them in the colors of somebody's house, or say like if they have like chickens or strawberries or apples or whatever, you can have that kind of fabric mixed in the middle of this with some colors that they have in their kitchen and do it that way. See, that one didn't cut right there. I mean, it's such a simple little fun homemade, and you don't even have to do with the colors. You can just gift it to them, and it's a handmade gift. Like for, you know, like if you're doing housewarming or a married couple, you know, for their wedding shower or something, you know. Christmas gifts. I know I personally love handmade items. So, and if you're doing that, then you can, you know, of course, do different backing. If you didn't want to do the drop cloth, my cat, she's rubbing on the tripod. I did not do a stop and go there. A back stitch is what I mean. Molly, quit, baby. I don't know what she wants. I got food in there. It really don't matter if you do the stop and go here because you're gonna have the binding on. I actually like these a little bit better than the last ones I did because you're not having to turn them inside out and all that. You can do a binding. I hate turning stuff inside out and trying to, I hate that. So, if y'all can see now, right here, you see how much closer it is? That's exactly why I make mine bigger. I'm so bad about moving it. You see that now? How I had a lot more, and then, I mean, it's all nice. It's not wrinkled or anything, but I moved it, and that's why I like to cut a lot, like quite a bit bigger, because I still have room to cut off here, even though I got off. Mine wasn't right there perfect in the middle, but that's okay. Who's gonna come over here and measure that? Nobody. And I'll trim this one more time on the outside, and I may cut more little bit of the edge and fabric off of this, but that's okay, because you know how sometimes when you do like the quilting stuff, it kind of distorts it. Like you can see right here where some of my stuff's coming off. I don't like to keep my fabric. Okay, I'm gonna move y'all and I'll explain. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so like I was saying, you can see here how some of my batting is coming through. I don't personally like to leave all my edges on because I want to be able to see where I'm sewing. And I did cut this an inch more than I wanted to. That way I had room. Like right now, it's at 10 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so I'm going to pin y'all down. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to trim this. Okay. So, I think what I'll do, no, I don't want to do that. I'll just kind of line that up roughly, and I am going to cut, you see how much I'm going to cut off that. Okay, that way it's nice and clean. It's a nice clean cut. Okay. And you're going to do your binding on this just like you would a quilt. Same exact way. Okay, so now I'm at, whoops, wait a minute. Is this not, hold on. This isn't straight, so let me make one more round of a cutting to make sure. That's another reason why I did leave so much on there. Like I made it a lot, like an inch bigger. That way I could make sure I'm trimming and I'm still at least the size that I want. So. Okay, that's close enough. It looks like it's okay now. Okay. And I'm at about 10.5. Yeah, so I'm right at 10.5, so that's okay. I'm gonna have an inch more, which is perfectly fine by me. I've got what I need. And then, like I said, let me clean all this up. Got all these threads. I need a vacuum again. Just vacuum. Just don't need to vacuum again. So you can see the back of this, and then that's when you can go and just kind of clip all your threads. Just go through here, clip them. It kind of got snagged a little bit. I don't know when, but remember too, I washed this in hot water and pre-shrunk it. So that's what my back looks like. Okay, it's just basically you can see it's like a spiral, and it's a simple, quick. To me, you don't have to do anything fancy. I just wanted to make sure the back is stuck to this nice and quilted, and then that way it's complete. Now, like I said, you can do whatever size binding you like. I like to do a 2.5 inch binding. It just, to me, it binds better for me. Especially with it, I mean, it's not real thick, but it's a little thicker. So I like to make sure I have enough room. That way I'm not making mistakes. But you would bind this just like you would do a quilt. Or if you want to get the bias tape, if you have any. Matter of fact, I have some somewhere. I wonder if I have any that would match this. You know the bias tape that you get at Walmart and stuff? Or any, not just Walmart. Mine came from Walmart. I don't know where I did with mine. Hold on, I think it's up here. Let me look. Hold on. But I don't know if I have any in. Great. I just made a mess. Hold on. Okay, I don't know what I did with mine, but you could always use this right here if you had some, and just sew like that. I'm not using this because this don't match. But if I can't find any fabric that matches this, I may order me some on Amazon and just do this. I don't know. I've never bound with this though, so I guess you would just, I don't know how you would bind with this. I've never done it. I've never done that, so I don't know. But you could use this. I've always made my own. So, anyways. So that is part 2 of the little hot pad. And I'm not going to bind it on camera. I hate binding. And I don't want to bind it on camera. That would stress me out. For some reason, it just will. But like I mentioned, you just bind this just like you would do a quilt. So, and you can make this any size you want. I was going to do this 10 by 10, cut it at 11, and now it's at 10.5 square. My other one, I don't even know what size it is. I just cut a big rectangle. So you could do these in circles if you wanted to. And the circles, you could do it just like this if you wanted, and then cut out from around your circle. You can do rectangle, square, any size you want, big, small, medium, extra large, whatever. This is where you can just have fun with it, and there's no rules. Your rules are the only rules. So I hope y'all have enjoyed this, and real quick, easy little hot pad little thing. I need to make some more of these. I'll probably make, once I find my fabric for binding, I might make probably 2 more of these, and I may make another large one because I just need some hot pads because I'm always using my dish towels. I got some nice Pioneer Woman thick dish towels that I'll fold in half and then put my stuff on, but I need some of these, so that's why I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do some of these real quick. And honestly, it doesn't take long. So what size is this one? Let me look. I think it's 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and a half. So, I mean, it's a big one. And it don't have to be this big. I just wanted kind of a big one because I have some of those bigger casserole dishes, and that way it'll fit on there. So, and like I said, all my backings are just that drop cloth. It's durable, it's more sturdy, and I don't care if it sits on something and it gets kind of, no, I don't want it stained up, but I mean, it's just nothing special. I do like the durability of it though. It's not going to tear as easy as cotton. It will, to me, I think the backings, especially stuff like this, I want it more durable, especially using it in my kitchen. And even like on my tree skirt, having it in the floor, I like it to where the backing, nobody's really going to see the backing, but that way it's more durable. So, and also for like my table runners and stuff like that, it's just a wonderful. And Miss Donna gave me that idea. So thank you for that. I never would have thought that, because honestly, I thought maybe it would be too thick, but it's not. So, but if you do, remember, pre-wash it in hot water and dry it. That way, if there's any shrinkage that needs to be done, it'll do it in that first wash and not after you do your project, and then it'll distort it and all that. So that is, I normally don't pre-wash my fabric, but this I did just in case. So anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this little tutorial, and let me know if you haven't yet. Go over onto the Facebook group, Sweet Home Sewing Lauren Young. And if you make some of these, post y'all's projects. If y'all are doing the coriander sew along, post that. Your table runners, post those. If you're making any of the garland, post those. I like to see everybody's, even if you're not working on anything nobody else is, and if you're working on your own quilt, post those. I like to see what other people are doing. And even if you have something that you're wanting to sell or get rid of, I'm gonna, like, if Miss Tracy wants to sell her Better Together quilt pattern with her fabric, I'm gonna let her. I just ask that if you do that, don't do it a lot. Like, maybe you make one post. I don't want it to become a sell page, but or maybe comment on there and be like, hey, I have this for sale. If you're interested, message me or something like that. You know, I don't want it to become a sell page, but I don't mind if y'all sell stuff. I really want to see y'all's projects though. I love to see y'all's projects, and I think it's so cool to see what other people are working on. And so if y'all are doing this, those little garland, the table runners, anything like that, go on over. There are, if you aren't already added, there are just a couple of easy questions to answer just to kind of weed out the computerized. I've already had a couple of people, well, not really people, hackers or whatever it is that have gone through there. And if you don't answer questions, I will go through because sometimes you actually have to go to something else to answer the questions after you join the group. So sometimes I'll go through somebody's profile and look, and if I can see that you've been there for a long time, and I can kind of see some things on your page, then I'll go ahead and accept. But I really prefer for y'all to answer the questions. That way I know it's not a spam account, because I've already had several of those. So if you haven't already, go on over there and join and post your projects. I like to see all those. So I will hope y'all enjoyed this, and I will see y'all next video. Bye, y'all.